We're back with Connie Lau, President and CEO of HEI, the holding company for American Savings Bank. Connie, before break, we were talking a little bit about, you building a team and your executive team especially. And you continue to bring up somebody that has good people skills. That's really important. What about talent and skill versus people skills? Which is more important for you on your team?
Technical skills, that side of it, actually to me are kind of a basic building block. You have to be technically competent, otherwise you don't get out of the starting blocks. But it's the people side that is the differentiator. And that's why I spent so much time on the people skill side. I'm assuming that people come in with good, strong technical backgrounds, but then what can you do with it, right? That's the fun of it, is how do you take someone that has great technical skills and then expand them to really create more value using those skills.
I wonder if we can just kind of digress for a little bit and talk about your ascension to become a CEO. You're ranked as one of the top 25 most powerful women in banking, but that doesn't happen overnight, we know. Can you give us maybe some insight into how that came about, or maybe some of the stepping stones you needed or learning lessons you learned along the way?
Evan, I wish I knew. I never planned to be a CEO. Frankly, I never even dreamed of being a CEO. It just happened one time. I was traveling on an airplane with our then CEO, and he leaned over to me in the middle of the trip and said, "Have you ever thought about being a CEO?" And I kind of, really giggled and said, "No, I've never thought about it." And that was kind of the end of the conversation. But I was thinking to myself, which I didn't say to him, he must be nuts, I just never thought about ever being a CEO. So it just kind of happened. I was really fortunate.
How did you move from the law side then to, I guess, this private sector side and running businesses and so on?
Mm-hmm. Well, I had both a law degree and a business degree. And so I think that made it easy for my company when the treasurer's slot opened up to ask me to now use my business school background in the treasurer's job.
After that conversation that you had with your previous CEO, you kind of giggled, but when you look back on it now, do you think about some of the lessons that he was trying to prepare you to take the position?
I guess the benefit of going to business school and getting an MBA is that in those classes they tell you all of the things that you should be doing. And so whether I consciously followed them or not, I had that knowledge. And so if I look back, I actually did many of those things. I'd say number one was the willingness to take risk. And that's particularly true for women, because usually women aren't given those opportunities that maybe come with a little more high profile, but also higher risk and also higher return. And so, throughout my career, I've encouraged people, and I've done it myself, to just collect as many experiences as you possibly can. Life becomes a lot richer the more things that you do. And so I've always been involved in many different things, and probably my biggest problem is I can't say no, but, having been involved in a lot of things and then also a wide variety of things has given me a great perspectives and what I call peripheral vision to be able to see an issue from many different perspectives. I grew up with a mom who always said, put yourself in the other person's shoes. And that's actually been really invaluable, particularly in business.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Greater Good Radio.